Hey Sagittarius, welcome back to my channel. I have a new spread on my channel. This is going to be for the next couple of months. I took a little bit of a break in January and I'm back again. I read Aries and I'm probably going to read Leo as well. I'm feeling really good right now. So yeah, we might be able to get a couple readings out. I am reading February, March, and April. This is the next few months, the themes of the months, how you guys can embrace the changes that are, well, not even the changes, but since I said changes, there are some changes that are going to be happening, but how you guys can embrace the themes of the months, oh my gosh, coming up, and how you guys can just be your best selves. But make sure that you guys do subscribe to my channel if you like my vibe and my energy. Like the video, leave a comment, share it with your other Sagittarius friends. This does resonate for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. That is what I pulled for. Just all Sag energy. Okay, I did pull as well some oracle cards up here, so I will read those at the end. I haven't memorized the books yet. I haven't memorized the cards, so the messages that I do read, it is going to be like, you know, sometimes I'm shocked by how these messages kind of go with the cards that I pull. So we'll see if you guys have that shock factor. And without further ado, let's jump right into this reading. All right, Sag. So the cards that I pulled for February and March kind of are geared towards more material matters. Okay, so for February, this month, you guys got the Ace of Pentacles, which is really nice energy. February's energy and the theme that you guys have, I'm really liking February. For March, you guys got the Four of Pentacles. March and my interpretations, I'm not really sure how I'm feeling about March for you guys. And then in April, you guys got Death. And if you guys have been watching your other placements, then you guys know that the theme here for all of the zodiac signs is that there's a lot of transformation going on. So 2022 is starting off a little bit crazy for everybody. Everybody's going through some kind of dilemma. They're going through some transformations. Some of the signs don't really want to go through them. Others of them, they're supposed to take it. And for you guys, I'm actually liking the Death energy that is coming up and the clarifiers. And then how you guys are supposed to embrace these themes. You guys also got the Ten of Wands, which is another card that kind of is geared towards working, physically working, but you know, that kind of thing. So I feel like your material matters are going to be very important for the next couple of months. Your work life, your career, your financial security, just security in general, emotional security, relationship security, all of that kind of stuff. Your education, your home life, your investments, how you're energetically investing, your financial investments. And specifically for February, because you guys got an ace, this is a new beginning. So there may be some new material beginnings happening for you guys in February. This energy right here, I'm really loving it. So clarifying that, you got the Page of Wands, you got the Three of Cups, and you got the Lovers card here. So first of all, one of the messages that did pop up for me is your love lives. And if it isn't love, then this could be your platonic relationships. The Lovers card does talk about soulmate connections and just soulmates in general. So for some of you guys, there may be some chances for you guys this month for you guys to make some new connections, some soulmate connections, going out, enjoying yourselves, meeting new people, meeting your soulmate, meeting new soulmate connections, and just getting a new opportunity to meet new people and have a good time. Now with the Three of Cups, this is a card that talks about celebrating, partying, being with your friends, and just having a really good time. You guys can see those three girls right there. They're partying, drinking, you know, mingling. And with the Page of Wands, usually this does indicate a message, but I feel like you guys are going to be getting these new opportunities in person. You guys may be meeting new people face to face, and these relationships are going to be very important. For some of you guys, there may actually be a Gemini person that is very important to you in February. For others of you, maybe you meet somebody through a mutual friend that is a Gemini. And for some of the Sagittariuses, maybe if you're single and actually looking for a relationship, there may be an opportunity here for you guys to meet somebody new through a friend and through going out and just celebrating whatever you are celebrating. But yeah, overall, the theme for February: new beginnings, new love opportunities, new financial opportunities. This could be a job offer, a raise, a promotion, but I'm feeling like this is more towards love with the Lovers card there. Your soulmate connections. Okay, so when it comes to March, you guys got the Four of Pentacles, and this is where the energy kind of gets weird to me. So yeah, Four of Pentacles, clarifying that you got the Magician, you got the Knight of Wands reversed. And if you guys know me, I don't usually take reversals, but when the cards come out reversed, then I take them. And then you got the Four of Pentacles reversed that came up. So to me, I think in March, you guys do have a lot of energy. There's a lot of willpower here, but there may be a lack of direction in terms of how to use this energy and this power. The Magician is somebody who can manifest whatever they want. They're in control of their reality. But with the Knight of Wands reversed here, you don't know how to use that power. Okay, you have a lot of it, but it's kind of like you don't know how to use it. For some of you guys, you have a lot of power, but you don't know how to use it in a productive way. And that is going to be the biggest lesson here in March. Using all of this fire energy and doing something that will benefit you and maybe not knowing how. Now, because the Four of Pentacles is reversed here as well, I'm going to say that this may be about your financial status and more towards your money. Because there is this reckless energy here with the Knight of Wands, I feel like you guys need to be careful of spending your money and what you are using your money towards, and not carelessly spending it and, you know, buying things that you don't need. This Knight of Wands, he can be kind of arrogant as well. So I feel like that might be something that you guys need to watch out for in terms of yourself and how you are, like your attitude towards money. Does that make sense? Like, if you know you don't got it, don't spend it. Don't have this attitude of, you know, I don't got it, but I got it. I'm trying to live this lifestyle that, you know, I don't really have right now. Because you guys do have a lot of power here with the Magician. And this is telling me that in March, you guys may be able to manifest a lot of things, maybe financially, maybe you're able to just create a lot next month. I'm saying next month because right now I'm filming in February, but you guys might be able to create a lot next month and have the tools to create something. But you guys just might have the wrong attitude trying to make it happen. Like, you know, when you have a lot of power in a situation, but your attitude is shit, that's when all hell can break loose because you're not seeing things clearly. Another negative trait that is coming up here is greed and possessiveness and not letting go. But financially, that can be a rough thing. You know what I'm saying? So I would just be careful of those kind of negative traits. Not willing to share or sharing too much, spending your money carelessly, being arrogant, having a really negative attitude. Because when all of that is combined, then there is room for you guys to lose certain things financially. And the Four of Pentacles, he doesn't want to lose anything. That's why he's holding on tightly to all of those coins. He doesn't want to lose anything. He's kind of living in this scarce mentality. But it's not like you guys, I don't feel like you guys are in a position where you're lacking anything. So I don't know why you guys are in, like, I don't know why this energy is here, because it's clear to me with the Magician there that you guys have everything that you need, and you should be fine. But like I said, with your attitude, if you're looking at things negatively or arrogantly, I'm going to say it again, that's when things might get out of control. So I wouldn't abuse the power that you guys do have, because it is possible for you guys to kind of open the gates to theft and people stealing maybe your ideas, maybe your money, maybe abusing you and just using you for what you physically have. So yeah. So April, death, change, transformation, ending, and beginning a rebirth. Clarifying that death energy is the Eight of Swords and the Hanged Man. Now, both of these cards are cards that represent being tied up, being trapped, feeling a blockage in some way. This is a mental blockage, and this Hanged Man, he kind of feels like tied up, and he needs to release or he needs to let go of certain things in order to see things from a new perspective. But this is usually like a passive energy. So to me, I feel like April is going to be all about endings. There is going to be a change happening in April. I do feel like it is more of a mental change. Maybe your ideas and just how you feel in general is going to be changing. I do feel like there is going to be a change in perspective as well on certain situations. The Eight of Swords is fears, and you are mentally tying yourself up here because you are afraid, and there's a lot of anxiety with this card. So for some of you guys, there may be a change that is starting in April, and you guys may feel tied up and like you are not in control. And because you cannot control what is going to happen in April, you just have to let go and trust the process and trust that the universe has your best interest at heart, because it always does. So in whatever area of your life that you guys feel trapped in, I feel like that is where you're going to need to change your perspective. Stop looking at things from a point of fear and open your mind up to different ideas and different ways of thinking. Maybe you feel like the change that is occurring, it's impossible, if that makes sense. And like, you don't have any control over it, but you feel like it's negative, and then you kind of get in this negative mindset. And the Eight of Swords is like a loop. So once you start thinking negatively, it's kind of hard to get out of it. And that's why you feel like you cannot be released. This person is tied up. So I feel like there's something in your life that is making you feel like that. And then you start to feel hopeless because you don't feel like the change is either good, or maybe it's not happening fast enough. Maybe you feel like you're in a limbo here and you want this change, but it's not happening. And then you start thinking, and then you start overthinking, and then you start making scenarios up in your head. So yeah, whatever is going to occur in April and whatever is going to start changing, or whatever comes to an end, you guys have to have patience, and you have to know that there is a bigger picture here. With the Eight of Swords, this person is also blindfolded, so maybe you guys aren't seeing the bigger picture, and that's why you are being asked here to look at things from a different point of view and a different perspective, because you're only seeing one side, or you're only seeing what you want to see. Now with the Hanged Man as well, this is, like I said, also a feeling of being trapped, but there is like a sense here of not knowing what is going to happen. And with that being said, you kind of just have to go with the flow, and you have to just see where life takes you with the Hanged Man. Maybe you don't know which choice to make. Maybe you don't know how to bring about this ending, or how to begin after this big ending. But yeah, definitely let things unfold naturally. Some of you guys might just need to walk away from a situation, a person, a relationship, a job, but maybe you're not seeing it as being beneficial. But like I said, you need to broaden up your mind and just see things differently. Be open-minded, don't be closed-minded, because that is what this Eight of Swords is. It's very closed-minded because of fear. Some of you guys may just be very uncertain in life, within this time frame as well. The Hanged Man is uncertainty. This Two of Swords, this person doesn't really know. Their mind and their heart are not working together, their mind and their intuition. So I'm feeling very uncertain within this whole reading. Maybe because there's some decisions that you guys have to make, but you're not really sure which decision to make or what choice to choose, because I think you guys get in this negative mindset, and that kind of screws you up. But moving on, how you guys can embrace these themes. You guys got the Six of Wands, so y'all are gonna win, and I feel like you guys just have to keep on fighting, keep on going. Clarifying that is the King of Wands That is your energy, by the way. Temperance, which is your card. So your energy is very much coming up in your reading. The Ace of Wands and the 10 of Wands. So, Sagittarius, how you guys can embrace these themes. I feel like regardless of the BS that comes up, I think that you guys are going to end up being victorious. You guys are going to win. I don't think anything that happens here is going to stop you guys. But what you have to do is look at the prize. Look at what you will receive if you keep on going and you don't stop no matter what comes up. Does that make sense? I feel like you guys are destined to win. You guys are destined to receive recognition. And maybe you guys have to be okay with that. Maybe you guys have to be okay with being seen and being the center of attention. Because maybe you guys don't want to be put on a pedestal. Maybe you feel uncomfortable. You guys did get a couple of aces in your reading, so I do feel like there is going to be some new things coming into your life, physical abundance, material abundance. And then for others of you, there may be a new start. This could be conception, traveling, and with all of this new energy coming in, some of you guys may feel like you're the only one putting in work. You may feel burned out. Maybe you're working a lot, and maybe the prize at the end just doesn't match up with all the work that you're doing. Sorry for any background noise. You guys have a lot of responsibilities here, and maybe getting to the end point for you is just looking not that great. Like, you guys have a long way to go. But once again, have patience with temperance here. Be tempered, be balanced. Ooh, goddamn people. I also feel like because you guys may have a lot on your plate within the next couple of months here, make sure that you guys are taking care of yourselves and you guys are healing yourselves, however that is, taking a break, taking things in moderation, not overdoing certain things, not doing too much at work, not taking on too much, because then you're going to maybe hurt yourself. Or like I said, you get burnt out and you get really tired and exhausted. Because I feel like you guys are very ambitious here. There is a lot of things that you want to get done. There's a new start that is going to be happening in your lives starting this month. And once you start doing too much and you don't have a lot of time for yourself to take care of yourself, because you may not have anybody to help you or to take care of you, that's when you're going to start seeing problems. And then that new beginning that looked so great is not going to look that great. You're going to start regretting it, and it's going to be a burden eventually if you're not taking your time and taking care of yourself. This King of Wands, he's very passionate and he's a go-getter. He's an entrepreneur, you know. He's very dedicated. And whatever is starting in your lives here, whatever this new beginning is that you guys are going to start chasing, don't let this new beginning be don't let it be the reason that you end up being exhausted and not being able to make it to the finish line. You don't have to do extra shit in order to receive this victory or to, you know, to be seen. You don't got to do all this extra work in order to be recognized by maybe your boss, maybe your lover. Now, what is going to change in your life? You guys got the 7 of Wands, feisty, clarified by the 2 of Swords and the 3 of Wands. You guys are resisting a lot here. I feel like this is speaking about something that you guys have been resisting, avoiding, not trying to deal with, and literally trying to mentally and emotionally block it out. You're not trying to look at this issue. You are not trying to, you know, work on it, deal with it. You got obviously a lot of other shit on your plate that you have to deal with. So whatever this change is that is going to be happening, this is something that I feel like you guys have kind of put on the back burner and you're kind of focused somewhere else. And I feel like with this 7 of Wands here, you've been fighting this. Like, you're not trying to deal with this right now. For some of you guys, this Two of Swords here is a decision, and you are avoiding making a decision and moving forward with something. And this Three of Wands is usually like a message coming in and you're waiting to receive something. So whatever you guys have been waiting for, I feel like for some reason you're not trying to deal with it. Like if it's regarding a decision, sorry, you guys are not trying to make that decision yet. You're kind of like, you know what, I'll deal with it later. I don't want to have to deal with this right now. Somebody or something is coming in and you're going to have to face it. You can't avoid this anymore. This Seven of Wands is kind of like you against everybody else. You're trying to protect yourself. You're trying to defend your perspective, your point of view. And this Two of Swords is like uncertainty again. You know, you kind of don't know which way to turn, but you have to take this blindfold off, Sag. Like, you got to remove it and see things for what they are. It's time to stop fighting and just let this shit come to you. And last but not least, how you guys can be your best selves during this time. You guys got two cards coming out. You got the Page of Wands clarified by the Ace of Swords and the Eight of Cups. So once again, Eight of Cups, this is your happiness. This is your emotional well-being. And then the other card is the Eight of Swords clarified by the Ten of Cups. So your emotional well-being is very important here within the next couple of months. And I think in order for you guys to be your best selves, you have to release yourself. Okay, Eight of Swords, you have to take the blindfold off. You have to stop living in fear and overthinking and making scenarios up in your head and then causing issues for yourself. And then with that Eight of Cups as well, you have to walk away from things and find that ninth cup to fulfill yourself, because obviously you guys are not happy in certain situations in your lives. Obviously you guys are trying to avoid things. You're feeling stuck. You're feeling uncertain. You don't know which way to go in life. Maybe you don't know what you want to do within work or career. You don't know what decision to make when it comes to your money. Maybe you're spending money on shit that you don't need, but it's because you don't have a plan. You know, you're taking on too much shit and it's causing you to almost burn out here. You have no energy. You almost want to give up, but you can't. You guys might have to just walk away from things and put yourself first. For some of you guys, because the Ten of Cups is a card about relationships and family and emotional fulfillment and abundance, some of you guys have to take this blindfold off and look around you and see that you guys have a reason to be happy. You don't have to have this Eight of Swords energy, this dark, anxious energy where you're afraid of your surroundings. Stop focusing on the negative. Stop letting your mind consume you and making things look worse than they are. Because even though you guys might be in a really shitty situation, there is still a lot of beauty around you. And some of you guys may be feeling alone in certain situations, even though you have a lot of support here. You have a lot of family that you could reach out to and that could help you in whatever situation is causing you this crazy anxiety. For others of you, I do feel, oh, and there is another ace here as well. So we got the Ace of Swords, Ace of Wands, Ace of Pentacles. For others of you, how to be your best selves, I feel like you guys have to be spontaneous. You have to start saying yes. Even though things look scary and maybe you don't want to do certain things because it's out of your comfort zone, I feel like once you start being fun, having fun, saying yes to certain things, and just enjoying yourself, that's when you're going to see like, okay, I'm not really happy with what I am dealing with. You know, like once you start seeing things differently, that's when you realize, okay, I'm not happy where I'm at. Maybe it's time to change. And maybe that's what you have to do in April. Maybe you have to see things from a different perspective in order to see that the situation you're in isn't right for you. If you are not happy in certain situations anymore and you get the opportunity to leave, to find whatever you're looking for, don't be afraid to say yes. Don't be afraid to travel, to do what you want. I think that you guys are going to get clarity. There's going to be an epiphany here within February to April, and you guys are going to start to see things, and you're going to get ideas, and you're going to realize a lot. So, yeah. Now, the oracle cards that I pulled for you, let's start with the moon cards. You guys got, it's time to release negativity, full moon in Scorpio. What was I saying? Release that negative energy. And expect powerful change. New moon eclipse, obviously, April. And then you guys got 5 emotional loss. So even though I said there was a lot of pentacle energy here and a lot of focus on your material side and your money and your career, I do feel like your emotions are also really important within the next couple of months. I feel like it's your happiness, how you feel about your life and the situations that you're in. I don't think you guys are happy. You guys are not emotionally fulfilled. I feel like there is more that you guys are expecting out of life, but you're in this cycle where you just have too much going on. And maybe with this 10 of Wands, maybe it's not all work. Maybe it's your home life. Maybe it's your relationships. Maybe it is your family. Maybe it is health as well, you know? So there might be a lot going on here within your life in general. And you just don't have the energy, or maybe you do, but maybe you're afraid if you take on too much, it's going to be too much for you. So yeah, however that resonates, guys, let me read. We're going to start with the Psychic Tarot. That was the emotional loss. Also, 5s in tarot are conflict. So you didn't get any traditional tarot 5s, but you got one from this oracle deck. So there may be some conflict. The number 5 emotions card comes forth at a time when you may be experiencing or grieving a loss of someone or something you were emotionally attached to. Honor your feelings. Only by healing and loving yourself, by letting go of the past, April, can you continue your journey. These cards are sticking to me. The suffering associated with this loss delivers profound wisdom and knowledge for your soul. Your unique gifts, talents, and abilities, as well as your joy and sorrow, will not only make up who you really are, but better yet, who you will become. So remember, after a death, after a loss, there is a rebirth. So it's not like things are going to be completely ending. There is going to be something new to look forward to. The painful experiences of life are equally as valuable as the joyous ones. Focus all your positive energy on the good in your life, how to be your best self. Focus on that good energy, that 10 of Cups, and what you're grateful for. Use your healing energy in this way and try not to focus on what you've lost, for new beginnings and happiness are just around the corner. Wow. What was I just saying? This just sounds better, but because I ramble. So, wow, Sag. There it is. Okay. You can't focus on the negative. You can't let your thoughts create your reality. You have to look at things from a different perspective. You have to see this change. You have to see this ending as something that is positive. You just need to change your perspective. Stop looking at things from fear. Look at things from a place of love. All the things that you have here. You have your family. You have your partner. You have your children. Now, let's go with New Moon Eclipse. If you want affirmation that you can achieve your dreams and get the desired outcome in the situation you're asking about, then this is it. This is a card of beginnings, and there are powerful energies at work. But be prepared, it could be quite a ride, and events now could even be jarring and uncomfortable. However, any new direction you take will almost always lead somewhere better than where you are at the moment. Whatever is happening now is happening for a reason you'll appreciate later on. A new portal is opening up, and all you have to do is have the courage to forget about the past and move through it. You're being put back on the right path, and there is nothing to fear. Never mind the past, life evolves every single day. Yes, 1,000 times yes. You're being shunted towards your life purpose. Whatever is happening now is happening for your highest good. This is an important turning point in your life. Probably specifically April. And now the full moon in Scorpio. If you've been feeling paranoid and acting weird, take this card as a very direct message from the cosmos to stop it. Worrying. This is what I was talking about in the intro. These messages are literally what I just said. Worrying yourself is pointless. Worrying yourself. It's time to release any negativity you have around the situation you're asking about. If someone has been unkind to you, perhaps it's time that you release them. This card heralds an emotionally intense time since both the full moon and Scorpio themselves are both extremely intense. It's time for you to feel all your feelings. There could be some nastiness in the air when you pull this card. If that's the case, take it as a sign to move away from anyone or anything you feel is toxic. For some, however, this card has a totally different meaning. Your sex life can improve now if you make an effort. Use your magic. Okay, I said you guys are powerful. You have all you need inside you to bring about your desired result. Y'all are this magician. It's time to move from living What did I say? It's time to move from living fearfully to living joyfully. How to be your best self. Emote. It's all better out than in. You're right to have your suspicions. Okay. Grudges are toxic. Let something go. Release. Sacrifices, letting go of control. The end of an argument. Interesting. And maybe that argument is what is going to change here, because that Seven of Wands, this person is standing up for what they believe in, standing up for what they think is right. And maybe you're avoiding opening up and seeing things differently, but there is going to be some change coming. So Sag, there is some changes coming into your life. I feel like you guys just have to step away from this fearful energy, this fearful mindset that you guys have. You need to embrace these changes coming. You just have to say yes. Just say yes. Have fun and put yourself first. Put your emotions first. If you're not happy, you can leave. You don't have to stay. And yeah, I hope that you guys enjoyed your tarot reading. Please make sure that you subscribe, like this video, and follow me on my social medias. I will put those down in the description box. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.